Guys, I'm on my walk. Today is Wednesday. I went to the cardio rehab yesterday. I don't know if I said that in yesterday's update, but they said that I'm doing great. It went well. They said that the amount that I'm exerting myself is perfect, and something with my screen seems to be going well. And so I'm glad. I got a good report card. They want me to increase the length a little bit that I'm walking. I've got 10 to 12 minutes, so I'm gonna make it 12. They said, yeah, all the guys always want to push a little harder, a little faster, and the risk is you'll damage yourself. You know, you'll push your heart too much, but my heart feels fine. I haven't had a single pain in my chest, and they give you the nitro. I've got the nitroglycerin tablets that I have to keep it with me at all times now going forward. I'd say probably at least the first 6 months for just some emergencies or whatever, but they're gonna redo within a month. I think it's June 1st. Redo my angiogram, echocardiogram, and see how that chamber that's in my heart is doing. If it's doing a little better, or if it's the same and still lazy. If it gets better, it means that the blood pooling thing won't happen, and that it's going to get loud if I go this way. Lots of construction back there by the highway, so cut this path. The pulling will be not a problem. The problem is I've got a weak chamber at the apex tip of my heart, and there's a valve that's not quite opening all the way because the pressure in it's not where it's supposed to be. So the blood swirls in there and can form clots. That's why I'm on 3 blood thinners, because those clots can form and then travel to parts of the body that'll do me harm, like especially the brain, a stroke or a pulmonary embolism in my lungs. So that's what those blood thinners are for, to prevent it. And I think probably within the first, as much as I'm on, first 30 days, if I had any clots, they're probably all eaten alive by a month, because so much blood thinner. But there's a ton. I'm also on, what is it? Lipitor, the generic, and it's anti-cholesterol. Statin is what it is. There is a shitload of statin information that I've been watching that's not good. Like, the side effects of statins are numerous. One thing it does, it can do a lot of muscle damage. For some, it's a rare side effect, but I haven't experienced any of it yet, because I damn sure would be bringing it up with my doctor if I felt these things just yet. One of them I kind of feel a little bit. So anyways, muscle soreness, and can actually be really bad where it's muscle wasting, essentially. And when that happens, the muscle breaks down, and that debris, if you will, the muscle garbage, goes to your liver and makes your liver bust its ass to get rid of that and process those proteins and enzymes, and it damages the liver. So you have both damage to your muscle, your whole muscle system, which honestly includes your heart. Your heart's a muscle, right? It's kind of a backward solution to your problem, like solving an alcoholic's problem by changing his from beer to wine. But so there's like that whole thing, and then it can damage your liver. I've been watching video after video just to see what signs to look out for and things that can happen. But also with the statin prevents the body makes 80% of its cholesterol. And so what we get in trouble is when we eat excess dietary cholesterol, or we eat things that offshoot the balance of HDL, LDL cholesterol. And I know all this. I honestly think that the worst for me, the reason it went bad is because I used to vape like super a lot, like every day, and that can narrows your arteries. It makes your arteries get thinner. We make cholesterol, and cholesterol in and of itself isn't a bad thing. It's just the wrong and excess cholesterol is a bad thing. So it goes through our blood all the time. We use it to make our hormones that are important. So, you know, cholesterol is needed. So this Lipitor that I'm taking is an anti-cholesterol producing chemical compound molecule, and that's not really good because your brain needs it. It makes cholesterol related products. Testosterone is used, the production of cholesterol, is needed. And I can tell, like, I used to have a long time ago, you guys may not, I don't think I've ever mentioned this on my channel, but 10 years ago, I had, maybe 15, low testosterone. And so I became like this study guy on testosterone. And there's certain physical and behavioral things that I started experiencing that let me, I knew that I was very low, getting low in testosterone. Lately, I've had massive amount of blood work done with a company called Inside Tracker. And I found my total testosterone was around 530, which is great because 15 years ago it was low down to like 270. So this Lipitor can reduce testosterone, and there's certain characteristics that just a tip of them I've noticed. So that's unfortunate and something that's going to be quite a concern to me. I'm on a 40 milligram dose of Lipitor right now, which is right in the middle. It's 10, 20, 40, or 80. But this is definitely something that's going to become an issue with me, and I'll need to speak to the doctor about, because that's very important to me. I understand that it's to reduce cholesterol so that cholesterol can not be used in the formation of plaque, but the formation of plaque is affected by many factors, and diet and lifestyle is one of them. One of the things, two things that I was doing terribly bad daily was consuming way too much coffee. Coffee can cause a raise in cholesterol that's not produced by your liver, so excess cholesterol. It's crazy how it can do it, but I'm put a link actually under this video. I'll do that. There's a couple of studies that show this is true, and it's not caffeine, because you can do caffeine from tea. It doesn't have the same effect, but coffee in and of itself raises cholesterol. Number two, I was eating I work at a hospital, and they have the best tasting eggs, and you know for sure those eggs are cooked with either butter or lard or some type of high cholesterol product. And eggs in and of itself, I mean, I know the jury's in and out on are they bad for your heart, is too many eggs too high in fat, especially the yolk. And I don't know the answer to that, but I do know that every day I was eating quite a bit of eggs. So I'm going to reduce that to, I haven't even eaten any since I got out of the hospital. So maybe 0. Start doing oatmeal far more often than I was. Reduce eggs down to, and I was doing about 4 to 6. If I could think of the quantity of eggs per day, it was probably 4 to 6. It's just too much. So reduce that significantly. Coffee, I'm down to 1 cup a day. I may even reduce coffee completely, because I know that raises cholesterol. So anything that's going to be non-natural, non-made by my body cholesterol, I'm going to try to reduce. I already eat a mostly plant-based diet. The cholesterol that I do eat is typically HDL, high in omega-3, like fish, salmon, oysters, sardines, stuff like that. So I don't have, my diet's probably not the problem, except for those eggs and coffee. Getting all back to the Lipitor thing. So I'm going to end up reducing or quitting Lipitor, because there's a lot of information on statins and how they negatively impact you. One of them's cognition, and I definitely don't want to start losing memory or cognition or even mood. I'm a former depressed, high anxiety person. Statins can cause depression and anxiety. There's so many things they can cause, and if I get my lifestyle, aka exercise and diet, under control, I don't think I need it. So we'll see. It's definitely something I'm just going to willy-nilly quit, and I understand right now it's probably contributing to saving my life and keeping me alive. I'm going to do some research and see how long is that before surgery or even clots that happened at my heart attack time. When are they done? I would say, what, 6 weeks, 2 months? After that, I'm going to start talking about reducing this stuff. So I'm doing good. I just finished. I got a mild sweat. This is where they want me. I talked the whole time, so I'm not out of breath. My heart rate doesn't fill up. I actually have a blood pressure monitor cuff system. I'm going to go check it. It's typically averaging around 118 over 70, 72 now, with a resting pulse rate somewhere right around 50. So they're saying it's fantastic. I'm going to go check it now. Check in with you guys later. See you.